It's 1988, and the Persian Gulf is a floating powder keg, ready to blow. Tensions between Iran and the United States have been simmering like a pot of water left too long on the stove. Enter Operation Praying Mantis, the largest naval battle since World War II. Let's set the stage, grab some popcorn, and dive into this wild tale of missiles, speedboats, and one very unlucky oil platform. The 1980s Persian Gulf wasn't exactly a tropical getaway. It was the height of the Iran-Iraq War, and both nations were doing their best to make the Gulf the world's worst boating destination. Oil tankers were targeted, mines were everywhere, and the U.S. was playing referee. But in April 1988, Iran's move was a step too far. The USS Samuel B. Roberts struck an Iranian mine, nearly breaking in two. Thankfully, the crew managed to save the ship, but America wasn't about to let this slide. Retaliation was inevitable, and it was going to be biblical. On April 18, 1988, the U.S. launched Operation Praying Mantis. And no, the name isn't because they're fans of insect documentaries. It was time to send a clear message to Iran: don't mess with the U.S. Navy. The operation kicked off with a bang, literally. The U.S. targeted Iranian oil platforms used as military bases. Think of it as a "we're just here to disable your comms and everything else" kind of strategy. The platforms were taken out, but Iran didn't back down. Instead, they sent in speedboats armed with machine guns, RPGs, and a whole lot of bad decisions. This is where things get wild. Iranian warships and aircraft joined the fray. But the U.S. Navy wasn't exactly underarmed. They had guided missiles, harpoon launchers, and a few things that went boom, a lot louder than anything Iran could throw. The USS Simpson fired a missile that obliterated the Iranian frigate Sahand. The Sahand went down faster than a lead balloon, becoming one of the few warships in history to be hit by multiple missiles and a laser-guided bomb. Talk about overkill. Meanwhile, Iranian jets tried to take on the U.S. ships but got a quick lesson in why going up against the U.S. Navy in the 80s was a bad idea. Spoiler, they didn't make it home. By the end of the day, Iran had lost 2 warships, multiple speedboats, and several oil platforms. The U.S., they barely had a scratch. Operation Praying Mantis was a decisive victory and a stark warning to anyone thinking about messing with Uncle Sam's oil tankers. The operation also marked a turning point in naval warfare. It showcased the firepower of modern navies and sent a clear message that the U.S. wasn't playing games. For Iran, it was a bitter defeat. But for history buffs, it's a fascinating tale of strategy, power, and high-seas drama. Operation Praying Mantis was the largest naval battle since World War II, and it proved one thing. In modern warfare, it's not about the size of your fleet, but how you use it. And boy, did the U.S. Navy know how to use it. Until next time, keep your minds in check and your oil platforms off the radar.